Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Homeownership Heroes, Military Spouse Monday. I'm Bryan Bergjans, and I'm joined by my special guest, Rick Bettencourt and John Bell III. Gentlemen, thank you for joining.
You're very welcome. Looking forward to it.
So just in case it's your first time joining us, this is where we take questions from our military spouse community, and then we ask our panel. And they have not seen these questions.
Nope.
And so here we go.
Let's go.
Question number one. What is the minimum credit score required?
Well, that's a great question because under the regulation, under the VA handbook, VA never established a minimum credit score per se. Am I right, John?
That is correct.
The lenders who actually fund the loan, because VA doesn't fund the loan, they're the ones that assume the risk of lending the money with the guarantee from VA. So they can establish the credit score. I can tell you that I've heard credit scores as low as 500 in some rare cases. And the industry average, from what I see in my seats, tend to be about 550 to 580. But that is not a guarantee that you would actually get the loan. Okay, so just if you're listening and you're in that category, and I said that doesn't mean it's automatically going to happen because it's a story loan, and there's got to be other pieces of that puzzle to put together. But
John?
No, I would say a vast majority of what we see is probably a little more conservative than that. We certainly see some 550s here and there, but I think 620, 640, range. But look, let's just get away from credit score.
Exactly.
What the VA loan is all about is what is your situation at that time. We're going to look at how much income you have, your debt ratio at the end of the day, which is your income to the debts that you have. We're going to look at residual income, what you got left at the end of the day after you pay your bills. So there are other factors that are involved, not just credit score that we look at from a VA lending standpoint, which are one of the only programs to do that. It's one of those things that we pride ourselves on doing. So hopefully you see that with the originators out there,
yes,
that they're doing the same thing for us.
I say to our veterans all the time, I go, every veteran earned the right to apply for a home, to have their own place. You just not be in the right time at that point in time to get a home loan. And good mortgage professionals will work with you. VA is here to work with you through financial counseling. They can help out too. So, but John's 100% right. Don't focus on the credit score so much. Do your research. But it's all about the story of the loan. It
is, and the one thing I always say, and I know they get tired of hearing it from me, but it is, from a VA perspective, it's just as important for our veterans to stay in homes, yes, as it is to get into them.
Absolutely.
So, that's a cornerstone of what we do.
Well, and not to bring this up, but I think, you have a lot of stuff going on in our industry. This is a total mortgage industry issue that, a lot of folks go and apply at Company A, and Company A might have, like you were saying, minimum credit score requirements based on what their risk appetite is.
Correct. And
somehow the military community gets this impression that the VA has a minimum credit score of X because that company said, hey, VA won't do this.
Correct.
Right?
That is not true.
And that is not true.
That's not true.
That's correct.
And I think that it plagues our industry. And that's why, it's very important for, our customers out there to make sure that they understand the lenders in which they're using.
That's a great ending to that question.
Okay, here we go. All right, question number 2. This is a long one. Okay.